to say you love.
Hello guys, hello. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing well and is staying safe. For today's video, I thought, why not? Oh, by the way, my name is Diana. Okay. Anyway, for today's video, I kind of wanted to share with you guys my thoughts on the new Ilia Super Skin Tint. Super Serum Skin Tint. Super Serum Skin Tint. Say that 5 times because it's hard. I actually been using this for a few weeks now. When I initially ordered it, I did not like the undertone of the shade that I got. I ended up reordering and getting another shade, and the undertone in that is so much better. It's definitely what I usually go for. So I want to show you guys the swatches of these and then kind of show you guys how I apply it, and you know, kind of let you guys know how it feels on my skin type. So you have to shake these a lot, okay? That is a mandatory thing, it says on the box. So okay, so the first shade that I got was ST11. Now both of these shades that I got, they're in the medium range. On their website they have like this whole table of like light, medium, tan, and dark. I think and these are both in the medium shade, but the undertones are different. So this is ST11, and when you initially put this on, it looks lighter than it will actually set on your skin. It does darken the tiniest bit, in a good way, I think. So let's see. This is ST11. He's quite light, and then I'm gonna let it kind of sit there for a second. And then the next shade is ST10. And I'm gonna apply this underneath it so you guys can see. You see this one darkened already. This one looks much more lighter, but it will also set and darken like a tiny bit. So while I'm letting those kind of set, the first shade that I got has more of a warm orangey undertone to it, and then the other one that I ordered that I like has more of a yellow golden kind of undertone, which is what I prefer for my skin. Honestly, I can probably wear either or, but it's just one of those things that you're like, I can see it, even though it's probably fine, but it makes me feel better, I guess. So these sat a little bit. So this is ST11, ST10. As you can see, this one looks way more golden. I don't know if the camera is really picking it up. I don't think it is, but this one looks a little bit just more, you know, like that sunburn kind of color, like that orangey with like a tad bit of like a red hue kind of thing. That one is more of what this is kind of reminding me of. Again, I don't think you can really see it on camera, but this one is just way more golden, and is what I am going to actually use today and put on my face. So let's get started with that. Okay, and so this foundation skin tint actually has 3 claims. It's claiming to be a makeup skincare item and a SPF. Regarding the skincare aspect, the only thing I can really say about that is that when I do apply it on my skin initially, my skin does feel very hydrated and plump and just really moisturized, which is the only kind of skincare benefit that I have seen in these last few weeks. So I prefer to actually use a beauty blender with this. I will use my hands. My hands do a great job at applying this, but I do prefer the beauty blender over a brush, and I prefer my hands over a brush. I just didn't like it with the brush. It's just like, I don't know, I just didn't like it with a brush. I don't know what else to say. I felt like I was overworking myself with a brush, and this is just easier for me. As you can see, immediately my skin just looks so much just looks hydrated. It looks healthy. It looks like my skin, but better. Like, this is the epiphany of skin, but better. And it just doesn't, you know, it just looks so pretty on your skin. I just love how this makes my skin feel. Like, I've never worn anything that makes my skin feel so comfortable. And like, I seriously, like, I'm not wearing anything. Because like I said, well, I didn't say. Let's recap. My skin, I have combination skin, so I have dry areas around my mouth. My nose is pretty oily, and then the rest of my face is normal. And then I do have my skin has a dehydrated condition. So a lot of the times when I wear stuff, like, skin just feels tight and unhydrated, even though I literally did like the 7 toner method or essence method and put lotion on and oil and all this stuff. It's just like, it, you know, sometimes it just feels like it's dying. But this one doesn't. This one makes it feel really nice and hydrated. Now, regarding the SPF side of it, if like that's so, if you want to wear SPF, personally for me that did not work out. I did do a few days where I wore this alone, and I would reapply it every 2 hours, and that just did not work out for me. Like I said, I have these, well, I have dryness around my mouth, so sometimes it gets kind of patchy. And with this one, my skin is patchy, it just looks very cakey in these areas. The rest looks great. There's no problem with that, but like, it's just, I don't know. It just wasn't for me trying to wear it as an SPF. Like, that's just not what I am using it for or love it for. I love it as a makeup product, as a skin tint, and that's what I'm going to kind of show you guys today. So I actually haven't worn, I've been wearing this like by itself with maybe like a little bit of powder on or a little bit of blush, but that's like it. I haven't like put on concealer and like bronzer over this, so this is gonna be the first time shit, I ran out of breath, that I actually do this on camera. So I'm actually just gonna go in with this Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm gonna apply the tiniest bit under my eyes just to even out the skin underneath that. Okay, there's that. I mean, it looks fine. It looks like any other time that I would use it, so that's good. Another thing that I actually forgot to mention is that this skin tint doesn't completely set. Like, you can still, when you touch your face, you can still feel it throughout the day. Although I've seen other reviews and they say that it feels very tacky and very like sticky and stuff. I don't see that with my skin. I don't know if it's just, well, every skin type is different, every skin is different, but for me, it doesn't really, it does set to a point, but it doesn't completely set. And for me, that does not bother me. I wear glasses and it's fine. I mean, I have something on my face constantly, so it seems to work out fine. It doesn't bother me, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to tell you guys that. And then next, I'm just gonna use like this Tarte Park Avenue Princess like contour bronzer kind of thing. I got this a while ago when it first came out. It's very beautiful. It smells like vanilla. And I'm just gonna use the 2 shimmer ones, this one and this one. I'm just gonna mix them. It's Carrot and Crown. When I usually don't really contour, I like to bronze. Like that's usually my thing. And I like to use shimmery bronzers. I don't like matte bronzers, but I'm gonna put like the tiniest bit just to see how it applies on top of this. It's applying really nicely. This has a lot of fallout. I need to get a new one, but if you guys have like a favorite bronzing tool, like let me know, because your girl needs one. This literally, look, it's just like it's falling apart. I'm gonna put the tiniest bit on my forehead. I don't like to put a lot of bronzer on my head, like on my forehead, because I literally have the smallest forehead ever. It's like a 3 head. And I don't need to make my face look like it's, you know, put some on my nose, because why not, on my chin. Just give it like an overall bronzy look. And then the last thing I'm actually gonna do is just put a little bit of the Sunset Strip by Nude Sticks. I really like their blushes. I think they're really nice. By a tiny bit like that, and then just blend it in with my finger. This is like so pretty. This is like a summer color. It's like a coral pink, super pretty. So yeah, everything seems to be applying really nicely on the skin on top of this, even though it doesn't fully set. I was kind of worried that it would kind of pick it up and it would look streaky and stuff, but it looks really nice, very natural, very blended. There's another. I'm actually not gonna powder my face, but if I did, it would only be on my nose, because that's the only area that I worry about getting too oily, because you know, a little bit of dew is not bad, but you know, overly dew is like, okay, what are you doing? Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. But before you leave, I kind of wanted to share with you guys this channel that I've been watching and kind of following through other YouTubers kind of theory videos. And this is a channel called I Am Sophie. It's an ARG. It's becoming quite popular, and I'm kind of waiting to see how it unfolds. So if you guys are into ARGs, I highly recommend this one. It's very entertaining, and yeah, that's it guys. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Stay safe.